How's that cow doing?
Well, the cow's doing fine. She gave 2 quarts yesterday.
That's pretty good, pretty good.
Yep.
Oh, hello and welcome to The Way It Was. I'm Bud Driscoll.
And I'm Izzy Fitz.
And here's today's old news update.
November 2nd, 1959. Somebody tipped over an outhouse Halloween night at the home of Leslie H. Masteller, 352 East Otis. Vandals also tossed black paint onto a car belonging to Raymond M. Charles Jr., causing about $80 damage. Police said the Halloween weekend vandalism was comparatively mild. More than 100 regular and reserve policemen were on duty Saturday night to guard against destructive pranksters.
It's sad when a man can't be safe in his own outhouse. November 4th, 1909. For the first time in years, an Italian with a hand organ and a monkey are parading the streets of Salina picking up pennies. The youngsters are not only attracted by that, but a whole lot of grown people are guilty of taking long looks as well.
Speaking of the sanitary condition of Salina restaurants, this happened November 5th, 1909. A.E. Ice, the state pure food inspector who has been in Salina this week, stated before leaving the city yesterday that, quote, "The restaurants here are about the dirtiest I have seen for some time, and the proprietors will have to clean up their places or quit business. Some of them are actually filthy. There is a lack of ventilation in several of the restaurants, and the condition of these places will certainly impair the health of those who eat there. Several of the places are very greasy, and the ice boxes are not kept clean." Mr. Ice told the county attorney, Frank Niddle, that in 1 or 2 places the ice boxes contained old hamburger steak and other meats which smelled as though it had been in the ice chest for months. He also found dirty cooking utensils and dirty floors.
Sounds like he had an axe to grind, is it?
Yeah, he sure did.
And on November 6, 1909, this dateline comes from Solomon. John Lockhart died in the saddle at his home 3 miles north of Solomon about 5 o'clock Thursday afternoon. He had been in Solomon during the day and returned to his home about 4 o'clock. Shortly after arriving, he took a horse and went to the pasture to drive up the cows. A little while later, the cattle came to the stable, and as Mr. Lockhart did not arrive, the family became worried and went to the pasture to look for him. He evidently died in the saddle, for while he had slipped from the horse, he still held to the bridle rein, and the horse was walking around him. The horse is currently under sedation. Wait, that last part.
Yeah. Well, that's your old news update for today. For more, check out the Look Back section in Monday's Salina Journal.
And I'm Bud Driscoll.
And I'm Izzy Fitz.
And that's been your Yesternews.